Hello, everybody. This is Jermaine coming to you with Back and Balance, the podcast. Remember, every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Hey, guys, I'm coming to you today from Tall Tales Bookstore in Druid Hills. We are doing a book signing for Vegans Only, 30 days plant-based, one vegetable at a time. Hey, so I wanted to take this time out to kind of do my podcast from here and kind of chat with you guys. We are out here in Druid Hills, like I said, at Tall Tales Bookstore. I want to give these ladies a shout out here, owner. This is a great place to be at. So if you're in the area, if you're in Druid Hills area and you have books that you want to get, or if you're looking to donate books, this is a great place for you to do that. So like I say, today I'm here to talk a little bit more about the book. We are in a signing alongside a book review, so I only have a very limited amount of time to kind of spread the word of wellness. We are currently at February the 16th. Today it is Sunday. So we're taking time out of a Sunday to kind of promote the book. So let's talk a little bit about Vegans Only. So Vegans Only, the book, is 30 days plant-based, one vegetable at a time. So like I've said in the past, and like you've probably seen on some of my other podcasts or reels or any of my posts, Vegans Only 30 Days Plant-Based, One Vegetable at a Time is a book designed to tell you a little bit more about the philosophy and the physiology behind plant-based nutrition. It is not to push you into being a vegan, or it's not to push you into just eating all vegetables or anything like that. It's more to raise awareness of the benefits that's associated with introducing more vegetables to your diet. So with that said, one of the things I do want to say, a large portion of the health issues that we have across the country right now is really related to us and what we consume. So we're not eating nutrient dense foods. We're eating a lot of processed foods. We're eating a lot of foods that have hydrogenated oils and high fructose corn syrups in them. And we are slowly and steadily going down this road of unhealthiness, so to speak. So when you look at it in terms of where we at as a country, we are, over 2/3 of our country is considered overweight or obese. So you have to have an understanding of that. And childhood obesity is at an all-time high. So when you think of it from that perspective, right, a large portion of that is due to what we consume and how we, how our nutrition looks as well. So we not eating a lot of nutrient dense foods. Like I said, we eating a lot more processed foods. We eating a lot more things that have additives and preservatives in them. Whether it's the meats, a lot of those are injected with hormones and things of that. They have nitrates in them. So just when you think of it from a global perspective, our the foods that we consume on a daily basis is not the healthiest foods. They're not nutrient dense. So I brought this book out, Vegans Only, to kind of go over, ways that we can kind of improve the quality of our life through eating plants, more plants or more vegetables. Most vegetables will have over 20,000 phytonutrients in them. They have cancer fighting agents in them. They have fiber in them. Obviously from a hydration standpoint, they have H2O3. Most people think about H2O, but then these vegetables and fruits actually help you stay more hydrated than you would if you just ate meat all the time. So just understanding that, and that they're nutrient dense. They have antioxidants in them, cancer fighting agents in them. So it's just so many different benefits. Now, most of us don't eat a lot of vegetables, so this is just a way for you to introduce like more vegetables into your diet. But it's 30 days plant-based, whether you do it one day a week, one day a month. But it actually incorporates recipes to where you can just follow along, and it's really easy to read, and it's simple. From the time that you take your food out of the refrigerator to the time that you eat it is anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. So it's very convenient. So you're not slaving over a stove with grease, with this, with that. I really liked the book, and the reason why I wrote this book was because I wanted to have a platform for people to kind of introduce more vegetables to your diet. But I know the benefits that they've been for me. So when you think about it in terms of like your age, most people that's dieting on fried foods and foods that has a lot of preservatives and additives, and foods that have high cholesterol or in them, or full of cholesterol. When you think of it from that perspective, I want you guys to understand this. We have what we call a health age, and we have an actual age, right? So your actual age is the age that you are today. I am currently 53 years old, soon to be 54 in May, right? So that's my actual age. But then also you have a health age, and the health age is defined as how your body is working and functioning internally. So when you think of how your organs are functioning, how your heart is functioning, how your lungs are functioning, right? That's your health age, right? So sometimes what we do is through having poor nutritional habits, what happens is our health age actually becomes higher than what our actual age is. Point taken. So if I'm eating poor and I'm, eating anything I want, there's a couple things that's going to happen. My cholesterol is going to be high. My blood pressure is going to be high. My resting pulse rate is going to be high. My blood glucose levels is going to be high. And my C-reactive proteins, and I'm just throwing a couple of these out here for you all. So my C-reactive proteins are going to be high. So what C-reactive proteins is just, it just determines like, where, how is inflammation in your body, so to speak. So it's other things, but I just wanted to pick those out. So with that, what happens then is my organs and my internal being has to work harder, right? So, and it becomes more unhealthy. So my actual age actually becomes higher than my health age actually becomes higher than my actual age. So the average American, they are living based off of what they eat and what they consume, stress in their lives, stress on the body. They are living 10 years above what their actual age is. Their health age is 10 years above what their actual age is. Point taken. If you are 53 years old and you smoke, you drink, you have poor nutritional habits, you don't work out, if you are 53, your health age is actually 63. So the longevity of it is to make sure that we are conducting ourselves in a way from a nutrition standpoint, stress standpoint, physical activity standpoint, to where we lower our health, our health age becomes lower than what our actual age is. So point taken again, I am 53 years old. My health age, this is my actual age. My health age is actually lower than my actual age. So my health age, my body and my organs are functioning internally at the age of a 30-year-old. So that's 23 years I've knocked off of my actual age just by eating properly, resting, exercise, making sure I'm staying hydrated. And not only does that improve the quality of your physical being, but also from a spiritual standpoint, it improves how you're functioning spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially. So when you think of that, that's what Back in Balance brings to the table, along with some of the other resources like Vegans Only, like Back in Balance, the book itself, Free to Play for the Kids, I Must, I Will, I Can, a book on emotional independence. And those are things that you can leverage. So you want to be able to always leverage your resources in order to live a healthier lifestyle, so to speak. So back to the book itself. Remember, Vegans Only is a surefire win. Like I say, we are in the process of working on audio versions of all the books that we have. Obviously, with this one, it's a little bit different because we do have photos in this one. And then I'll kind of break out these here. But we have photos and we have good nutrition in here. So if you can see that. Yeah. So when you think about it from that perspective, the whole book has 35 different recipes along with photos, very delicious recipes. I love them. But then also it talks about the physiology and the philosophy behind plant-based dieting versus meat diet. So, and when I say diet, most people in their mind will get the concept that, oh, if I'm on a diet, I don't eat this. But your diet, really, the true definition is what you do eat. So a lot of times people think diet in a negative term, like I can't eat that, I can't eat this, I can't eat that. But that's not really the true definition of it. The diet is like, my diet consists of all vegetables. My diet consists of all vegetables along with lean meats and things like that. So it's what you do eat. So when you think of it from just from the book standpoint, the philosophy and physiology behind what do you do eat, what does my diet consist of? It consists of whole wheats, nuts and grains, all lean meats, and fruits and vegetables throughout the day. So but we'll come back to you guys for another whole podcast on just on nutrition and timing and what to eat and when to eat and how to eat it. But I think that this book really lays a platform for you to say, what, I am going to start to incorporate more vegetables into my diet. I am going to incorporate more fruits into my diet. I shared this on my Facebook Live today, is that if you have 99 problems and health is one of your problems, you only have one problem. Because once your health is starting to deteriorate, and it's a sickness that's that's severe and significant enough, anything else that you're dealing with will not be an issue. That won't be a problem. The only thing you'll focus on is, how do I improve my health? How do I get better? And then also, I do want to share with you all, one thing that I do want to kind of share. They say, if you don't think your health is important, I want you to answer these 3 questions. If they gave you $1 million right today and said that you will get a sickness and you'll die tomorrow, would you take the $1 million? Right? So in essence, your health is more valuable than money. So if somebody was to offer you $1 million and your mom passed tomorrow, right? You probably won't take the $1 million, because relationships are more important than money. So when you look at it from that perspective, the number one thing that we can control is our health, and self-preservation is the first law of nature. So before we can take care of anything else or anybody else, we have to be able to take care of ourselves. So when you think of it from that lens, when you're looking at it and you have that bird's eye view, one of the things we want to do is wake up daily and take an approach to where we take in small steps. And like my former boss told me, R.E. Lewis, and hopefully you'll get a chance to see this, any step in the right direction is a step in the right direction. So it takes small steps for you guys to get there, and that's the one thing that you want to do, is take those small steps. And like I say, any step in the right direction is a step in the right direction. So when you think of it and you come back to the book, remember, Vegans Only, you want to get to Amazon. You want to hurry up and get a copy of it, and then just work your way through it. And you want to introduce one thing into your nutritional habits daily, or you can take it and you can do it every day. It'll carry you 35 days. Even though it's only 30 days, I added an additional 5 recipes in order for you guys to jump off on the right track. And once you're done with this right here, and you said, okay, I've introduced more vegetables into my diet, I'm eating a little bit healthier, I want you to take a look at your energy levels. I want you to take a look at your skin. I want you to start to look at your blood pressure, your heart rate, those things, because eating more and introducing more vegetables into your diet actually influence all other areas of those in your life. So sleep patterns, you start to feel better. And then from there, you can take the next step and say, hey, you know what? I want to get back in balance physically now. So then that's when you can grab Back in Balance, the book, Your Keys to Staying Healthy and Fit, and that'll take you through the physical side of it. But 80% of what we do is going to come from what we eat. All of the results. I always share with patients and clients in the past that I've worked with, the one thing you can't do is you can't out-train a bad diet. So if you're eating poorly, no matter how much you go to the gym, no matter how much you run, to some degree, you can't out-train a bad diet. Now, you might see some benefits from moving out and activity. So there is one thing that I do want you to do, is move and have some activity. But when you have specific long-term goals that you're trying to accomplish, the one thing you can't do to get locked all the way in, you can't out-train a bad diet. So everything starts at the table. And I just want you guys to be mindful of that. So we're going to close out here. This 15 minutes. I just wanted to come with a short podcast for you guys to kind of listen to. I'll be shooting this up through all of this, my social media platforms. But remember, if you haven't had a chance to go out and get the book, Vegans Only, 30 Days Plant-Based, One Vegetable at a Time, make sure you do go out and get it. And, just like I say, have a start date. Start setting some goals. Maybe you start next month in March. But remember, during this time right now, we all made New Year's resolutions. And some would say, I'm going to eat healthier. And some said, I'm going to work out more. And remember what I told you, February 12th starts the fitness cliff. Everybody that made those New Year's resolutions between now and Easter is starting to fall off. So I want you to remember, I'm going to challenge you all. And I want you all to have that concrete commitment. Remember, doing what you said you would do long after the mood that you said it in has left, right? And also, remember, it's a process. It's 30 days, right? You want to stay committed to the process of what you're doing without being emotionally attached to the result or the outcome of what you're doing. If you want to be successful and you ask me, hey, why ain't it successful at this? I'm going to ask you, show me your process. And if your process is not like in place and Trump tight, I can tell you the result is not going to be either. So with that, I'm signing off. This is Jermaine. I'm coming to you from Tall Tales Bookstore in Druid Hills. If you haven't had the opportunity to visit this bookstore, make sure you come out. Fantastic group of people. Everybody's wonderful and they welcome in, and the hospitality is great. If you want to drop books off, or if you want to come and take some books out or buy books, make sure you come out. Again, this is Jermaine coming to you with Back in Balance, the podcast. Remember, we were on here today to talk about Vegans Only, the book, 30 Days Plant-Based, One Vegetable at a Time. We'll see you guys soon. Peace, and never let anybody steal your joy.